Hey guys, it's Ashley.
Oh! Oh! No, 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 no! Oh my god! Oh! Yes!
Hey guys, it's Ashley and the title is correct. I got 2 new tattoos. If you follow me on Twitter and Instagram, you probably saw it already because I posted it on there. But I just wanted to make like a little video because these 2 tattoos hold like really special meanings to me. So this past Saturday I went to Blue Hawaii Tattoo. So if you're on Maui or want to visit Maui later on when COVID is done, go to see David. He is the owner of the tattoo place, but I love him. He did all my 3 tattoos and they always come out really amazing. He also did my dad's tattoo and that was my dad's first one. But yeah, he'll just do it exactly how you want it. Like, he'll try to maybe do a recommendation, but if you don't want it, it's okay with him. He'll do it exactly how you want it. But anyway, so the first tattoo that I went and got, this shooting star tattoo. And I got this shooting star in honor of one of my favorite actresses, Naya Rivera. And if you don't know who that is, she was on Glee, and she had passed away earlier this year. And her character, Santana, was my favorite character. She played Santana, and I really looked up to her back when I was like 15 through like 20 or like whatever. I don't remember what year Glee ended. I think it was 2015. I had to be like 19 or 20 when it ended. But even after Glee, I still kind of kept up with her. But within like the past couple years, I wasn't keeping up with her a whole lot, but I was still following her on social media and I would see her posts once in a while, you know. And so season 3 will always be my favorite because that's when I really got into Glee and like the Naya Rivera fandom and like the Britannia side of the fandom. She played a lesbian who struggled with accepting herself and then, you know, struggling to come out to her classmates and her family, and you know, it's like the whole coming out story. Another example is Emily from Pretty Little Liars. She was like the first like lesbian storyline I ever saw on TV. So when I saw her storyline, it like scared me because I knew I was like her, but I didn't want to admit it yet. And so the same thing with Britannia or like Santana. You know, like I knew I was like her deep down, but I was very in denial at first. But it came to a point somewhere like in 2012 where I wasn't going as gay yet, but I knew I liked girls. So I was kind of like going as, oh, I don't label myself, or I'm bi, you know, which is totally fine. Nothing's like wrong with that or anything. But for me, in my case, I was heavily in denial and I just did not want to accept the fact that I was fully gay. Okay? And so I went as bi or no labels at all. But it came to a point when I was like 16, like, that I'm gonna just accept myself, that I like girls, and that I have a crush on Naya Rivera. Like, so Naya Rivera was like the first ever crush, like lesbian crush that I admitted to myself, that like, okay, I'm just gonna embrace this crush on her, but not tell anyone. So I had like made a lot of friends through her fandom, the Nayaholics and like the Britannia fandom, and like, so I met a lot of people through that fandom, and we were all all in the same boat of like, we knew we were gay or bi or whatever, but we just did not tell anybody except like our little fandom on like Tumblr and Twitter. She made a huge impact in my life. Depressed in high school, and I suffer with depression still to this day, but it's not as bad as back then when I was like 16, 17. That's when it was like very bad, to the point like I didn't want to live anymore. I kind of like, I guess, can incorporate with my first tattoo that I have, which is Love Who You Are, written out by my favorite, I guess, celebrity singer, Ally Brooke from Fifth Harmony, because also Fifth Harmony helped me accept myself like after Glee I kind of went into the Fifth Harmony fandom, but I was still in Glee as well. But so those two things kind of like go hand in hand. When I got this tattoo, I made a whole video on it last year, so if you want to watch that, I'll leave it in the description below. And the reason why I got the shooting star is because Naya Rivera had a shooting star tattoo on her foot. So a lot of fans are getting a shooting star tattoo. I just had to get something in honor of her because I have been taking her death really hard. When I found out that she was missing, I had prayed that she was still out there, and then when news came out when she died, you know, her body was found, I cried. Like, even if I try to watch Glee, I will cry. And there's certain performances, like the songs, that I will just lose it. If I die young, I cannot watch that without crying or listening to it, so I kind of avoid it. But yeah, Naya Rivera will always be in my heart. She played a special role in my life, along with other young people, you know, that struggled with their sexuality. But yeah, she just played a huge part in my life, so I had to get that for her. I don't want to keep talking about it because I'm gonna cry. Anyway, so now onto the second tattoo that I got. I got this tattoo of my cat Blackie. My dad drew it out for me, and so it also has like two meanings. My dad and I are very close. Okay, that's Blackie. She heard her name. But anyway, my dad and I are very close. We always were close. He's very artistic, and so I had asked him like, hey, can you draw Blackie and like for a tattoo? And so he drew it last year, but I only got it now because it was like my late birthday gift from my parents. And the reason why I wanted to get my cat Blackie is because she's been with me since I was literally 8 years old, and I'm now 25. So she was like about a year old when we got her. So she is 17 years old, which is pretty old for a cat. She's showing a lot of signs of aging within the past, I would say, couple years maybe. Like her vision is kind of going, and I feel like maybe her mind is just kind of slowly losing her memory, I feel like. But other than that, she's okay. She's healthy. We like take her to the vet and they said, oh wow, she's a healthy cat, you know? Like her organs and everything is working good. Blackie! She knows I'm talking about her, so she's crying. I'm gonna bring her in. This is my cat Blackie. I've had her since literally when I was 8 years old. Hi, Blackie. So I feel like my dad really captured her looks with my tattoo. Like, it really looks like her. Like, it's crazy. My tattoo artist, he did a really good job with copying this exact the way my dad drew it. Because at first he kind of drew his own version of her, but it didn't really look like her. So I was like, I'd rather prefer my dad's drawing. And originally I wanted my dad's drawing. Blackie, can you quiet? That she keeps doing too is like crying nonstop. And that's also a sign of aging. And also she just can't see very well. So a lot of times she kind of, I guess, has a lot of anxiety. She doesn't know where she is. Or the back of my videos, there's this small picture frame like right here, and that's always been there, and that's Blackie when she was a little bit younger. I really have had her literally almost my whole life, and I have 6 cats now in all, but she's special because I've had her, you know, like as a kid, and she's my first cat. I wanted to, you know, just get something in honor of her because I don't even know how much longer she'll be with me. All this talk of losing one of my favorite actresses and her getting old is starting to get to me a bit. But so these are very meaningful tattoos. And also Blackie came into my life randomly. Like, we didn't adopt her. We weren't even planning on adopting any animals. But like now there's like loads of stray cats all over. But back then in 2004, it's uncommon to see stray cats around our neighborhood, and 2 other cats showed up randomly and they just hung around on our wall. but Blackie would be the only friendly one that would approach us. Me and my parents, we brought her in the house, but she was really like nice, like as if she was owned, so we didn't like want to like keep her in case she was maybe someone's outside cat. What? What? Oh god. Okay. Go on my lap. She starts crying when she hears me talking. I can't be petting you the whole video, Blackie. She loves to be pet like this. Look at your beautiful face. But yeah, she's gotten a little bit more brown as she's gotten older. She was more like black before with like small patches of brown. I feel like she still kind of has a kitten look. Oh, her nose went in my mouth. Do you want to go down or do you want me to keep petting you? Babe, she likes to rub her head on my chin. Get some kitty SMR. Okay. Do you want to go down? Okay, I'm back because she just kept crying and crying. She's not gonna stop. But anyway, like I was saying, when I was 8 years old, we weren't planning on getting any animals or anything. I actually wanted a dog when I was a kid. My mom and I remember we wanted to keep her, especially myself. But my dad was like, no, we can't keep a random animal in the house. And what if she is owned, you know? And so we had let her out, and I just remember her just looking in the window as we closed the screen door. And she looked really sad. They're like, why are you leaving me out here? It didn't come for like months, like half the year maybe, but it had been a while. One night she returned back, but she was just in really bad shape. She was scrawny, like skin and bones. Her neck, there were like loads of sores, like bite marks from other cats probably. And her fur in the back, it looked like it was like purposely cut with scissors because there would be like straight lines going like in through her fur. And she was just like really hungry, and just like you could tell like this did not look like the same cat that came before, but that was obviously her. My mom and I, we took her in the house, I remember, and we fed her, I think it was milk. And you're not supposed to really give cats milk, but that time we didn't know. So she like drank the milk like super fast because she was like super thirsty and hungry. And the only thing we had to give her were KFC biscuits. And she just ate that like crazy. And so to this day, she still likes those biscuits. She will eat that up. So we give it to her sometimes as like a little special treat thing. Yeah, so from that day on, like when my dad came home, he was like shocked as well that this was the same cat. We had like just taken her in at that point, but she wasn't like a fully house cat. Like we just kind of kept things like around the porch area, so she would like come and go as she pleased. And then like one time she just didn't come for like a week or so, and we didn't know where she was. But then she came back. We didn't know that she was pregnant because she showed no signs of pregnancy whatsoever. One time, like later down the road, she came in our house with a kitten hanging from her. So sadly, the kitten didn't make it because there was something wrong with it. She couldn't push the kitten out. Its head was like swollen, like extra large. They said water on the brain. I don't know really what the cause of that is. She lost her kitten, and the vet, you know, had to remove the kitten by C-section, and she also had gotten like fixed around that same time. And I think around that time is when we like fully adopted her. Oh, me and Blackie when I was like, I don't know, 8 or 9. And eventually she just became like a fully indoor cat, because for a while she was just kind of like outdoor indoor type of way. Was fully indoor all the time is when I got even more closer to her, obviously. It was pretty painful, not gonna lie. Here is a kind of painful-ish area because it's kind of close to your joint. So like right here, like the ears and like the inner side of it, it hurt more than like this side of it, like the outer side. And then like towards like the eyes and down didn't hurt as bad, but like definitely like right above the eyes, it was very tender. You know, and so this is my first like big tattoo with like colors and shading. So I was really worried it was gonna hurt bad, but it wasn't too bad. It was the outline hurt the most. In certain areas it was like, ooh man, but I just powered through it, you know. Even my tattoo guy, he was like, you okay? Because he knew I was nervous. He's like, let me know if you feel dizzy or faint, we can stop, take a break. And I'm like, no, I'm good, I'm good. So yeah, but the colors didn't hurt at all. Like, I just kind of felt pressure. Yeah, the outline was pretty bad. And then this tattoo, it didn't hurt as bad as I thought it would be, but for some reason the lines hurt. I don't know why, but I could feel like the needle dragging, and that was pretty like ouch. But I also powered through it because that didn't take like not even 5 minutes. It was probably like 3 minutes. But yeah, this one took over an hour. It took like hour 15 minutes, hour 20 minutes, something like that. But it was worth it because I know I'm gonna love this tattoo forever and keep Blackie with me forever. As long as with this tattoo, you know, a backstory of my 2 new tattoos that I got. It was good, you know, just to get that experience of like a full-blown tat and something that means so much to me. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little story of me and enjoyed seeing Blackie. You all have a good day or night, and I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.